Yeah, hi folks. Yes, nothing triggers America more than the abortion debate, and the deliberate leaking of the draft copy of the possible overturning of Roe v. Wade has most certainly triggered the pro-abortion mob as intended. And I find it very ironic how that woke mob like to call mothers birthing people, when in fact they're promoting aborting people. And these woke folk are so confused they even call this man a female.
Laurel Hubbard is a female weightlifter who will be in Tokyo next month.
Yes, and they are even so confused they think men can have babies through their penises. University midwife students taught to care for men giving birth through their penis. Now, I recorded a bit more about this story yesterday. Now, Redux is a feminist site, and they were the people who broke this story. Exclusive. Midwifery students taught how to care for males giving birth. Students studying midwifery at a prominent university in the United Kingdom were taught that biological males can get pregnant and give birth through their penis before instructors hastily edited a workbook they were given. Redux has exclusively obtained teaching resources from concerned students studying midwifery at Edinburgh Napier University in Scotland. In a module about caring for women during childbirth, students were initially provided a skills workbook on catheterization that contained significant guidance about handling male genitals and caring for biological male birthing people. So I'll scroll down to that catheterization section. Place sterile towel across the person's thighs, ensuring the scrotal area is covered. Wrap a sterile swab around the penis and, in the same non-touch technique, retract the foreskin, if present. Wow. That is absolutely laughable. But it's not laughable, folks. It's deadly sick. It's serious. These radicals are trying to force this kind of garbage into medicine. And one day they'll succeed and people will die because of it. Now, folks, I've posted a link to that article in the description below. And the woke folk at the Department of Health in Australia are so confused that even they can't define what a woman is.
That is one which has troubled me for a great deal of time with the bureaucracy here. Can someone please provide me with a definition of what a woman is? Department of Health. Definition of a man, definition of a woman. Anyone?
It's pretty basic.
Basic stuff. Professor Murphy.
I think there are a variety of definitions, and I think
Just a simple
perhaps to give a more fulsome answer, we should take that on notice.
You're going to take on notice the question of what a woman is.
No, well, there are it's a very contested space at the moment, Senator.
It's not just a woman who's born a woman.
But there are definitions in terms of how people identify themselves. So we're happy to provide our working definition on
one of the. I've only been here 2 years. That's the best thing I've seen thus far. Thank you.
Yeah, and even woke women on a women's march can't really define what a woman is.
How would you define what a woman is?
How would I define what a woman is? Oh my God.
I think a woman, that's a trick question.
Oh, wow.
I think a woman is anything that she wants to be defined as.
Well,
That's a good question. Let me think about that.
A human being.
She's an individual.
A woman is powerful. A woman is really the creator of our society. Without women, like, we won't even be able to reproduce the planet.
Now, she got closer to it.
Like, we're selling uterus pins, but that doesn't mean that if you have a uterus, you're a woman, or if you don't have one, you're not a woman.
So I think a woman is someone who chooses to express themselves.
We can express our womanhood in so many ways that it is just unfathomable.
Well, can be in the feminine way, but also can be in a non-binary way as well.
And of course, the latest Supreme Court Justice can't define a woman either.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition? No.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Yet, suddenly overnight, as soon as the Roe v. Wade draft was leaked, even this ignorant, repugnant pro-choicer understood the meaning of woman. They are terrorising my effing uterus, she said. And of course, Kamala suddenly found her womanhood as well.
Those Republican leaders who are trying to weaponize the use of the law against women, will we say, how dare they? How dare they tell a woman what she can do and cannot do with her own body? How dare they? How dare they try to stop her from determining her own future? How dare they try to deny women their rights and their freedoms?
And of course, Pocahontas also suddenly found womanhood.
I am angry because we have reached the culmination of what Republicans have been fighting for, angling for decades now, and we are going to fight back. I am angry because of who will pay the price for this. It will not be wealthy women. Wealthy women can get on an airplane. They can fly to another state. They can fly to another country. They can get the protection they need. This will fall on the poorest women in our country. This will fall on those who have been raped. This will fall on mothers.
Oh, it's Mother's Day, not birthing people. Now, folks, this would have to be one of the best pro-life arguments I've heard.
I just want to read you this poster that I have because I hear a lot of pro-lifers say that life begins at conception.
Mm-hmm.
So my poster reads, "Life begins when you understand living women matter more than potential babies."
What is it?
What do you mean?
If it's a potential baby, what is inside of a woman?
It's a fetus.
Is it living?
No.
How can it grow if it's not living?
Actually, that's like saying if an acorn is a tree.
When does the fetus become living?
That's actually a good question, but that line...
Yeah, of course, because you don't know it, because it's living. It's living.
How about you let her speak?
You're fundamentally denying science to validate your opinion.
You actively deny science, ma'am.
How am I denying? What science did I deny, Darby?
Okay, so let's look at some posters over here.
But
you don't have to be here.
I need you to tell me what science. You just made an accusation that I denied science. What science did I deny?
That it's a child inside of you. It is a clump of cells when
I'm a clump of cells. What makes me different?
That you were born? You were born.
So you don't. What you're arguing is that anything that is not born is not valuable of life.
I did not say that.
It's subjective. So when does a child or fetus or clump of cells, whatever you want to call it, when does this clump of cells or fetus become living?
When it can sustain its own life.
But when is the sustainability? No, when is sustainability?
21. About like 30 weeks to born,
Because how do you sustain life? Like my newborns aren't sustainable. You can't just have a newborn and they just live on their own, right?
Right.
They're not sustainable. They need help and assistance to survive. So is a newborn not worthy of life? Is a newborn not worthy of life?
I do have one thing to say to you.
Please change the subject because I can't answer that question. Yes, newborns cannot sustain life on their own, and nor can young children for that matter. So going by this young girl's logic, newborns and young children are all fair game. Anyway, today I'll leave you with this bit of humour.
Stay with us. 9 months in power, the Taliban flexes its muscles in Afghanistan. How new rules will penalise women without masks.
Penalise women without masks.